Dr. Purva Sharma, consultant gynecologist and obstetrician at Healing Hospital, Chandigarh. Today I'll talk about uterine fibroids, commonly called as fibroids. Almost every female of reproductive age group knows about fibroids. किसी ना किसी तरीके से सभी का कुछ ना कुछ एक्सपोजर इस टर्म से हो ही जाता है, and we all know, most of the females know what fibroids are. So I'll tell you a little more about fibroids, their symptoms, their management, and when to consult a doctor. Fibroids are basically a benign growth of uterine cells. जो यूट्रस के अंदर स्मूथ मसल सेल्स होते हैं, उन्हीं की थोड़ी सी एबनॉर्मल ग्रोथ जब एक्स्ट्रा होने लग जाती है तो वो छोटे छोटे बिनाइन ट्यूमर्स बना देते हैं, जिसे हम फाइब्रॉइड बोलते हैं कॉमन लैंग्वेज में, ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज लियोमायोमास टेक्निकली. These fibroids are mostly, in fact they are always benign, and in very rare cases they can become a cancerous tissue. So what is the cause of fibroids? Why do fibroids develop? Most of the cases have no cause. The etiology is not known, but इसका कुछ जेनेटिक लिंकेज बोला जाता है, और ये भी कहा जाता है कि कुछ ईस्ट्रोजन और प्रोजेस्टेरोन हार्मोन्स भी हैं जो इसमें जो इस पे इफेक्ट डालते हैं इसके फॉर्मेशन में. So coming apart from the causes of fibroids, depending on the लोकेशन ऑफ फाइब्रॉइड्स की वो यूट्रस के रिलेशन में कहाँ को ग्रो कर रहे हैं, वेदर दे आर ग्रोइंग इनसाइड द यूट्रस और दे आर ग्रोइंग आउटसाइड द यूट्रस, दे कैन बी क्लासिफाइड इनटू वेरियस कैटेगरीज. सो नॉट गोइंग इनटू डिटेल्स ऑफ कैटेगरीज, we'll move on to what are the symptoms of fibroids, because that is what is more important for us. Most of the cases of fibroids or patients with fibroids present with menstrual irregularities, and most common is heavy periods, heavy menses. The female tends to have heavy menstrual flow. Heavy menstrual flow means if they are having bleeding for more than 6 to 7 days during the periods, or they have to use more the number of pads that they were using previously, या फिर clots का भी passage होता है. This all comes under heavy menstrual flow. Then there could be frequent periods, frequent cycles. The menstrual cycle becomes shortened. They may get periods every 15 days, or may have continuous bleeding or spotting throughout the cycle. The periods can be very painful, जैसा कि पहले नहीं होते रहे हैं, और अगर अब आपको लगता है कि ये सडनली बहुत ज़्यादा पेनफुल होने लगे हैं, then that can also be a symptom of fibroids. There can be certain pressure symptoms of fibroids, like जैसे कि जब फाइब्रॉइड ग्रो करता है तो वो अपने आसपास की ऑर्गन्स के ऊपर प्रेशर डाल सकता है अगर उसकी सिचुएशन या लोकेशन इस तरह की है, जिसकी वजह से एक वेग एब्डोमिनल पेन हो सकता है सारा टाइम, या फिर फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ यूरिनेशन बढ़ सकता है. There could be constipation, there could be pain while intercourse. So these are some general pressure symptoms of fibroids. Another set of symptoms which is also very important for reproductive age group females is there could be difficulty in conception, or also called as infertility. These fibroids, depending on their location, can cause difficulty in conceiving or increasing chances of miscarriages. So definitely such fibroids will need treatment if the female wants to conceive. Another set of symptoms can be if there is a fibroid along with pregnancy, then it can cause problem. There are chances of preterm labor, टाइम से पहले पेन स्टार्ट हो सकते हैं, या फिर डिलीवरी के बाद ब्लीडिंग बहुत ज़्यादा हो सकती है, जिसे हम पोस्टपार्टम हेमरेज भी बोलते हैं. So this is the spectrum of symptoms of fibroid. And also not to forget, there are many fibroids. Most of the patients with fibroid are actually asymptomatic. So small fibroids can be asymptomatic also. You might not present with any of these symptoms. Now we'll come to how to diagnose fibroids. So if you are having any of these problems, or if you have gone for an ultrasound for some other problem, मान लीजिए कोई और रीज़न था स्टमक एक का या किसी और प्रॉब्लम का, और आप कोई स्कैन करवाते हैं और उस पर इंसिडेंटली कोई फाइब्रॉइड पता चल जाता है आपको, तो इट इज़ ऑलवेज गुड टू विजिट योर गायनेकोलॉजिस्ट. ही और शी कैन डू एन एग्जामिनेशन, अ pelvic examination, and find out what is the whether the fibroid is big or small or if it is palpable. Another thing is they can prescribe you an ultrasound if you've gone with some symptoms. Then the scan can also pick up the fibroids. Moving on to treatment of fibroids, because once diagnosed, you have to decide whether this kind of fibroid, particular kind of fibroid, or the multiple fibroids, they need treatment or they do not need treatment. So there are various modalities of treatment. A small fibroid or an asymptomatic fibroid can mostly be left untreated if it is not troubling you. But if you are symptomatic, or if the fibroid troubles you, if you have excessive bleeding, if you have pain, or the fibroid is very big, then it might be needed to be removed. So out of the various modalities, there are two broad, we can classify the treatment in two broad categories. First is conservative management and second is the surgery. Conservative management क्या होता है? जब हम किसी प्रॉब्लम को बिना सर्जरी के ट्रीट करने की कोशिश करते हैं, मतलब आपके सिम्टम्स को कंट्रोल करने की कोशिश करते हैं. इन केस ऑफ फाइब्रॉइड्स पर्टिकुलरली आवर मेन एम इज टू कंट्रोल द ब्लीडिंग इफ यू हैव इट in excess amounts, or the pain if you have pain during menstruation or otherwise. This can be taken care of very well with many painkillers or medicines that can control your bleeding. Then there are certain newer drugs, newer medicines which tend to decrease the size of fibroids, so they have to be given for a longer duration of time, but then we can achieve a little bit success in that. Another modality is surgery. जब फाइब्रॉइड का साइज बहुत बड़ा है या फिर सिम्टम्स आउट ऑफ प्रोपोर्शन है, बहुत ज़्यादा है, then such a fibroid might warrant a surgical method for treatment. In the surgical methods, there are basically two kinds of surgeries: open and minimal access surgeries. So in minimal access surgeries, if we just remove the fibroid, it is called myomectomy, and when we tend to remove the whole of the organ or the uterus, it is called hysterectomy. So coming towards the minimal access surgeries, there could be various modalities, like there is a laparoscopic myomectomy, जिसमें हम एक laparoscope के through, minimal access के through fibroid को remove करते हैं. Even very big fibroids can be removed laparoscopically by using a morcellator. And another is, if sometimes the fibroid is growing inside the uterus, then it can also be removed hysteroscopically. Hysteroscopic surgery means through vagina, a telescope is inserted inside the uterus, and the fibroid is removed vaginally only. So it is a minimal access surgery, there is no scar, and you can be discharged at very early, and your hospital stay is less and the recovery is very fast in case of minimal access surgeries. Then apart from hysteroscopic and laparoscopic myomectomy, there is open myomectomy. जब फाइब्रॉइड का साइज बहुत बड़ा है या कोई ऐसी कोमॉर्बिडिटीज़ हैं कि लाप्रोस्कोपिक सर्जरी नहीं करी जा सकती है, या कोई और रीजंस हैं which your doctor is the best person to decide, then open myomectomy can be done. Another modality, as I told you, can be hysterectomy, which means removal of uterus. If the condition demands a hysterectomy, then this can also be done, and it can also be done laparoscopically or in an open technique. So these were the various modalities of management of fibroid, and after knowing all the spectrum of symptoms of fibroid, management of fibroid, how to diagnose it and when to consult your gynecologist, I expect none of the females will neglect their symptoms, their menstrual symptoms, and if they have a fibroid, it's always good to consult your doctor on a early basis so that timely intervention can be done if needed. Thank you. Stay blessed. Namaskar.